Hey,
Then let us get started.
all right.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you guys so much for showing up bright and early here in Phoenix, Arizona. Anyways, and wherever you are, we have a really interesting, diverse group of people here this morning. We have all kinds of executives, a lot of the Exec HQ folks that we've been coaching and training, along with a lot of my entrepreneurial friends that I work with and I coach and I teach. So we have a real blend of more of the executive style people mixed in with a lot of the really entrepreneurial, go get them, build business type of people. So welcome to everybody. I am so thrilled to have you guys here. You know, what's the expression? 80% of all success is just
Going up.
showing up, right? Just showing up. So pat yourselves on your back real quickly for showing up. And we have a lot to cover in a short period of time. But most importantly, the thing that I really want to share with you guys is that in all of my years of being an entrepreneur and being in sales and being in marketing, I can tell all of you guys that we are all of us, whether we're in the consulting business, or we're in the real estate business, or the online marketing business, or the network marketing business, or the wellness business, or the real estate investing business. We're all in the business of sales and marketing our product and service. So we are all in the business of sales and marketing. And the reason most businesses fail is that we happen to be very good technicians. We're very good at what we do, but we aren't necessarily really good at sales and marketing. In fact, the actual fact is most of us totally suck at sales and marketing. And because we suck at it, it's not something we really relish doing, because who wants to do something that you really suck at, right? And one of the biggest lessons I ever learned was that we can, anything we get into in terms of a business or some sort, we're always taught to go after your warm market first. But the problem is that for most people, it doesn't take them long to go after their warm market and then they're done. And so what we really need to develop, all of us, is at least one system that actually works in the real world that we can depend on a consistent, reliable base, so that we know that we're going to have fresh, new, high quality leads to be talking to every day, every week, every month, and every year. And until we have that system, we really don't have a business. So we have to develop at least one system. And I love the way my good friend T. Harv Eker used to talk about it. What he used to say is, you have to reach out to your demographic, your target market, and see who raises their hand. And for those that raise their hand, you have to take them through a process. Maybe for those that raise their hand, you're going to take them to this landing page and they're going to watch this video. And then that video is going to take them to a place where they can set up an appointment with you. Or you're going to run a radio ad that's going to take that person to a landing page where they're going to download a special report. And after they finish reading that special report, they can click on a button and schedule a call with you. There's many different ways, but you have to come up with at least one way that you can count on day after day, week after week, month after month, to have exactly the kinds of people that you want to be talking to on your phone, scheduling time to reach with you, to meet with you. That's called attraction marketing. Now, I have found that LinkedIn, beyond any shadow of a doubt, you're going to deal with a higher quality person, usually, I wouldn't say always, but usually a higher educated person, a higher income person, perhaps a higher motivated person, the kinds of people that if you were going to build a network and choose to do business with, these are the kinds of people you actually want to be reaching out to. It isn't Instagram, it isn't Twitter, it isn't Facebook. If you're really business oriented and your goal is to surround yourself with business oriented people, LinkedIn is far and away the greatest platform that we could ever hope for. There's over 660 million members of LinkedIn. So that's a lot of people. Now, what we want to do here is we want to show you a system that I've done for well over a year. And then I introduced it to Dave, and then Dave started to do it with like unbelievable results. And depending on who's here on this training, I don't know if DJ's on here, but if DJ's on here, we did a training with DJ not that long ago, and like DJ's totally crushing it. So this is a system, guys. This is a system that you can count on that if you do it the way we're going to teach it to you and actually do it day after day, week after week, month after month, you are going to have a system that guarantees you, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, guarantees you, you will be reaching out to and connecting with exactly the kinds of people you want to be reaching out and connecting to. Now, what I want to do in the beginning, because Dave is going to be doing the majority of the training, I'm just going to kind of kick us off, and then I'm going to turn it over to Dave, because Dave has truly mastered the Octopus software even better than I have. And you know what they say, guys, usually the best teachers are usually the best learners. And Dave is like one of these exceptional learners. So it didn't take me long to share it with him before he got it. He just kind of ran with it. And pretty much the same thing for DJ. And again, if DJ's on board, we'll do that. I'm going to share my screen, if that's okay. And let's see here. Okay, I'm going to share it. Okay, and I'm going to go to LinkedIn. Can everybody see my LinkedIn page? Dave, can you see it?
Yes.
Great, very good. And lo and behold, I don't know if George is on. Who's the first person we see here? I think George is on. So here's, I went through my posts. I saw almost all these people here that I know. George, I know. Jason, I think Jason is on the call here. I know Jason, I know. Robert, of course, I know. But it was amazing as I was going through here. Everybody, when they go to LinkedIn, this is their home page. This is their home page. Now, hopefully everybody can see here where it says My Network, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and you guys are going to be doing the same thing. And you're going to see it says here, I have 4,642 connections, and I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And here are my 4,640 connections. And currently they are sorted by how recently they connected with me. And you can see I have presidents connecting with me, outside sales, corporate sales, of founders of this marketing company, an expert in optimization here, information technology, senior sales manager. We've got some of our exec HQ. Here's a VP of business development, senior manager. These are the kinds of people that I like to connect with, right? So what I want to do here is, when you guys see where it says search with filters, for some of you guys, I will admit it's a review, but it's a very, very important review. So right now, I have around 4,500 connections. Here they are, first level. Now, what I want all you guys to become an expert at is coming to this page, and you're going to click on all filters. So let's say I wanted to find second level people. In other words, people that I don't know, but I know the people that know them. So in other words, I know the people that know these people, but I don't know my second level people. And let's say, right now I'm building a sales organization. So guess what kinds of people I really want to reach out to? Salespeople, right? Because salespeople like to sell, right? So let's say I said, well, I'm looking for second level people that live in the United States. And by the way, you can do this in any kind of combinations you want. Look at all these different choices you have. And then I'm going to say, well, I want their title to include the word sales in it, because I'm looking for sales kinds of people, right? And then after I do all that, then, hold on, I need to move this down here. I'm going to hit apply. And I have 79,000, over 79,000 people in the United States of America that are second level to me that I could be reaching out to. Now, if I reached out to 100 a day for every day of the year, that would be 36,500 connection requests. So this would take me over 2 years at 100 connections a day before I would have reached out to all of them. You guys understand what I'm talking about here? I hope you do, because you can refine it. If it was just like the Phoenix area, for example, maybe it's 10 or 15,000, right? I mean, let's find out. Let's go back into all filters. And then let's say the region is going to be Phoenix, Arizona. And I'll unclick United States, and let's apply it again. Okay, so there's about 10,000 people here. So it would take me 100 days for me to reach out to these 10,000 people if I was reaching out to them at 100 a day. Now, With that being said, I'm going to stop sharing my screen at this point, because the most important thing for you guys to understand is that once you know how to do these kinds of queries, then the man that I'm going to introduce you to right now, Dave Murray, who pretty soon is going to be Dr. Dave Murray, has really put together, really figured out how to use software to reach out to these people in a very compelling way and get an amazing number of people responding. So with that being said, it's over to my partner, who I'm really honored to call my partner, Dave Murray. Dave, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, thank you so much. And time goes by so quickly. We have about 5 minutes this morning, but that was a great introduction. So I just want to go over a few basics as well. Each day we're going to build on this octopus, putting octopus in your toolbox. I liken it to, if you're familiar with tools, you can go out and buy a cheap set of tools, and you know the first time you go to use them, they probably break on you. But we're looking for the craftsman in our toolbox, the best tools possible, and that's what Jeff and DJ and others have done on the team. And Octopus is one of those tools you want to have in your toolbox for sure. So if you don't have it yet, here's how you get to it. Just go out and you can Google Octopus LinkedIn, and you can get to this page that you're looking at right now. Jeff just confirmed the page is up. Okay, and what we really like about it's a free trial, and the free trial is to it's fully functional, so you get to work out with it and take it through all these steps that we're going to show you. So if you don't have it loaded, go ahead and get the free trial and get it loaded by tomorrow morning when we connect again. So Jeff basically went in and he did a search, and I did something very similar here. I went in to all my filters, and I said first and seconds in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and I simply said they have a title somewhere in their job description of sales, and I went ahead and I applied that, and I ended up just in Phoenix, Arizona with 13,000 in my results. And so this is basically where you start with Octopus. Once you load Octopus, Octopus is an add-in. It's a Chrome add-in. It is not a LinkedIn product. So it is a Chrome add-in. And what you're going to find once you load it, up here in your upper right-hand corner, wherever your favorites are, you're going to see this little circle. You're going to get an email confirmation that it's loaded, and you're going to be able to launch it. If you don't see it at first, look just to the right, this little puzzle piece that says extensions, and click on that, and you'll probably find it in here. And what you want to do is pin it to your toolbar so it's easily accessible whenever you need it. And so typically that's when you're in LinkedIn, and then you want to go click on Octopus. And so this is the screen. Now this is the intermediate step. This is creating the link between your LinkedIn results, the 13,000 I'm showing on this screen, and really the Octopus software. And so what I want to do in the few minutes we have left is just navigate this. So there are 4 steps involved, really 5 steps involved to get the information from LinkedIn, the query that you just ran, the database that you created into Octopus. Know that Octopus has 4 basic functions that it replicates that are typically LinkedIn functions. You can visit the one highlighted there. So basically you can load profiles into Octopus so you can automate the fact that you're going out and visiting sites. Now imagine sitting at your desk all day visiting sites and taking 8 hours to visit 100 sites versus loading Octopus and having that done in about 10 minutes, and you're not even working on it. It's automated. So you can visit sites in Octopus. The other things you can do is connect, and this is very important. This is what we're going for tomorrow. We're going to show you how to connect to these people and reach out to them. You can also message. So you would send them maybe a thank you message, or you could use messaging directly to all your current connections to get feedback or send them a link, and you can endorse. So you basically see Octopus is replicating all those functions you can manually do within LinkedIn today. What you'll want to do is set up a campaign for each one of these. And so I will go in and create a campaign for what I just ran. I'll say Phoenix Sales. And that just lets me know that I'm now setting up a campaign in Octopus to put these individuals into when I transfer them over. What I like to do is set up the campaign for visit, then go to connect and set up the very same campaign right here at the start of what I'm doing so that I don't have to do it once I move everything over. And then the last one I will create is create a campaign for messaging, and this exact same campaign. And this is the way I track all my campaigns through Octopus. So we basically have gone through step 1. We have now set up a campaign. This is automated. Send users from. This will all be automated for you. And then the last step you do in this phase is that you'll want to send profiles. Now this takes a little bit of time, but you can send up to 1,000 profiles at a time to the actual Octopus CRM. And so I'm just going to send and show you. I'm going to send 10 of these, the top 10 on my list, to the CRM. And it will not take long to send them. They're there. Once everything's clear, you'll know. And then down here in the bottom is the CRM. That's where we'll want to go. They have tutorials and then contact us. But right here in the lower left-hand corner is how you actually get to the CRM. And it tells me I transferred 10 out of 10 profiles. Good job. And here I am. And so that's where we'll start tomorrow, Jeff. As we continue our training, we'll do a brief review, and then we'll start right here on how to use this wonderful tool called Octopus.
Outstanding, Dave. Thank you so much for that. And, you know, I don't want people to get overwhelmed. I think the best thing is hands-on use of the software. So definitely get the software. You're going to get it for a week for free anyways, and very often they'll pitch you with a second week for free. But you're going to want this software because it may sound complicated at first, but once you've done all of this stuff, and if you do it for a week, and the thing I'm going to suggest before we sign off is find yourself an accountability partner. Find someone that you can hold yourself accountable to, and if you have any issues, they can help you and you can help them. I guarantee you will get 100,000 times more benefit from this training if you find yourself an accountability partner, so that you're more inclined to do it. And if you need help, they can help you, or if they need help, you can help them. We will see you guys right here again exactly the same time tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for showing up, and we'll look forward to seeing you bright and early, same time tomorrow. Thanks again, guys.